Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash. Welcome to Coding Knowledge, and in this interview session we discuss on that is SQL Server interview questions asked in MNCs, that is TCS, Capgemini, Infosys and Accenture, and part this one is part 1. And here we have few collections of interview questions, most important interview questions asked following companies, and these are very few common interview questions asked on SQL Server, and for this earlier mentioned companies, that is TCS, Infosys, Capgemini and Accenture. So let's start with the beginning. So before going through this interview session, you should visit my SQL Server tutorial. You can get this link in my description section, so it is for better understanding to get the depth part of this SQL Server. So to discuss all this at most importantly asked interview questions, so we should start with the beginning, and we can discuss all this theoretical as well as practical implementation of this mostly important 10 points using SQL query as well as using theoretical part. So let's start with the beginning. So in this SQL Server interview question session, we have to discuss on, that is first point, how to connect SQL Server using SQL Server command line, and second point, how to connect SQL Server SSMS. SSMS means SQL Server Management Studio, and if connection is lost to SQL Server, then how to fix. And fourth one is how to choose database name using query, and fifth one is how to generate script of specific table, and sixth one is what is fully qualified name in SQL script, and seventh one is how to make database offline if no use, and eighth one is difference between SSMS and SQL Server, and ninth one is how to find stored procedure using SSMS and a query, and tenth one and last one is how to find table name using SSMS and a query. This all 10 interview questions mostly asked by every companies, every MNC startups and middle level companies, and this is very common interview questions. And if you face, even you are a experienced or if you are a beginner or intermediate, you can face these interview questions as well as with they are asking for queries, and with practical implementation by giving you a system test. So let's flip to that is SQL Server. So first point we need to discuss, that is how to connect SQL Server using SQL Server command line. So for this we have to go to the command line prompt. So I already have opened the command line prompt here. So for this I have two query two syntax there, so we need to run this. So go to my notepad section, and to connect the SQL Server we have two types. One is that is Windows authentication, and another one is SQL Server authentication. So for Windows authentication we need to run this syntax. So so there is no need to pass, that is credentials for username and password. So I'll show you here. So using SQL Server command line tool, we have to connect SQL Server using that is Windows authentication. So for this we need this syntax SQL cmd-s desktop fkcovd, that is my server name or your desktop name, and slash SQL Express -e. You just put enter. So one, it means it is connected. So if you select use SQL DB, so you should if you write the query here and put go, okay, there is no database like this. So use Satya DB here and put go. So it is now connected Satya DB. So that is all about Windows authentication using SQL Server command line prompt. So I'll show you using SQL Server command line prompt how to connect SQL Server using that is SQL Server authentication. So we need to copy this second one, so I just paste here. So SQL CMD -s, this is my server name or desktop name, and a slash SQL Express /u nothing but username. My username is SA SQL Server username during installation of SQL Server Management Studio or SQL Server Database Server, and /p means password. So password is Satya. I put here this is connected now. So I'll put some SQL query, run some SQL query. So Satya DB and put go. So it is connected now. So in this way we can connect to SQL Server using SQL Server authentication process in SQL Server command line prompt. So how to how to connect SQL Server using SSMS, that is SQL Server Management Studio. So same process, flip to my SQL Server Management Studio. So there is same two processes there. One is Windows authentication, another one is SQL Server authentication. You just click here. So authentication process is asking two types, that is one is Windows authentication. Here no need to ask for credentials, you just put connect here. So here you can see here all the databases are there. So if you write the query here, use Satya DB. So if you just execute this query, so it command completed successfully, and here available database is selected as a Satya DB. So I just disconnect again. So I will connect this SQL Server using SQL Server authentication using SQL Server Management Studio, that is SSMS tool. So I will put my username SA and put my password and connect. So if you execute this query here, so it is command completed successfully and Satya DB database is selected in the available database selection list. So in this way we can connect to SQL Server using Windows authentication as well as SQL Server authentication using SQL Server Management Studio. This is a client tool. So let's flip to presentation. So first one is we have discussed how to connect SQL Server using SQL Server command line, and second one how to connect SQL Server using SQL Server Management Studio, and third one is if connection is lost to SQL Server, then how to fix. So what I did is, first we need to go to the service part. So how to get the service part? You just go to control panel of your system and search the search bar using services. So this window will be appear there. So in services there is a name is called SQL Server Express. So already it is now connected. So if you face any connection lost, so there is no stop, pause and restart option, only start option there, because it is already has stopped. So that's why the connection was lost. So you cannot connect to the SQL Server Management Studio, or you cannot connect to SQL Server using SQL Server Management Studio tool as well as SQL Server command line tool. So I'll show you. I just stop the services here. So it takes some time to, okay, now it is stopped. Now we go to SQL Server Management Studio here. So I just disconnect here. If you connect, okay, just put the password. So connect here. So this process I have used using, that is SQL Server Management Studio tool, and I have stopped the SQL Server Express option in my services section. So I just tried using my credentials using SSMS, then we'll see what will happen here. So this process, mostly asked interview questions in every SQL Server related question and answers in every MNCs. See here, if there is a network related issue is occurred while establishing a connection to SQL Server. So just cancel it, go to the services part again. So I need to restart here. So it takes some time to connect to this, and this service will be activated, that is SQL Server Express. See here, the service now it is activated successfully. So again go to the SQL Server Management Studio, we need to connect. So here I put my password, so connect here, so it is successfully connected. So I execute this query, so it is command completed successfully. So in this way, if connection is lost to SQL Server, so this is the most recommended way I will suggest you to fix this connection issue into the SQL Server. If any issue you find during your working station or in your personal work. Okay, now next point we need to go to the presentation. So third one is we already have discussed that if connection is lost to SQL Server, then how to fix. So fourth one is how to choose database name using query. Okay, now go to SQL Server Management Studio here. See here, in available database we can select manually if you any database you want, model or master if you want, but in interview there is a requirement how to select the database as per your requirement without using this select list available database using query. So using query, so this use, and you need to just type the database name. So if you type database name and you execute this, if you execute this, the command completed successfully here, and automatically this available database selection list is showing your required database name as you have executed here. So in this way we can select our appropriate database using SQL query. So go to my presentation. We already have discussed about how to choose database name using query. So fifth one is how to generate script of specific table. So flip to my SQL Server Management Studio, expand the database name. So SatyaDB here, that my database name. Here I'll show you an example how to generate script of a table. Just right click of this database name, task, and if you here generate script here, so if you go to next and select specific database object, if you expand table, I want the script of TBL person, so I just check this TBL table name here, go to next, and in advanced I will click your advanced button here. So here that is type of data to script, what you want only schema or you want both. So if requirement is you want both schema as well as data, so click OK, click save to a new query window. So click on next, so it is in progress to getting the list of objects from SatyaDB database, that is TBL person table, and it will generate the script of a table for schema as well as data here. So it is already have generated, so click on finish. So see here, it is the database name is mentioned here, and the create table script is generated, as well as schema is generated, as well as data also for specific table is generated, and the related primary key, foreign key, and if any constraints there you have implemented, this all the information, the complete script of these tables are created automatically. In this way we can generate the script of table. So this is the answer to this question. So flip to my presentation. So we already have discussed how to generate script of specific table. So this is the fifth one. So sixth one is what is fully qualified name in SQL script. So flip to my SQL server. So I'll tell you what is fully qualified name. Select star from I want TBL person. So here I mention here SatyaDB, here DBO, here tbl person. So I put in a square bracket. So what I'll mention here, I'll just execute this. So if you want star, instead of star also you can put your name, email as per your required column names. So if you select execute this, it's shown the data as you expected. So fully qualified name is so no need to select your database here. If you mention in a query that is this is the database name, and this is the database object, that is the schema, and that is the table name, this is called fully qualified name. Database name, schema with table name. If you mention here, so no need to select the database here. It is automatically recognize your database on which database you want the table information. So if you execute this, you'll get the results with fully qualified name. So flip to my presentation. So we already have discussed what is fully qualified name in SQL script. So seventh one is how to make database offline if no use. So flip to SQL Server. Okay, now they are asking, so they are using that is database name, for example SatyaDB. During work they want this database for personally. If they don't work, how to disconnect or how to make it offline? So just right click on it, go to task, take offline. So there is asking drop all active connections here, put check here, and click on OK. See here, after offline, it is showing this cross mark on the selected database, and it's showing that is offline. To make online, what you did, same thing, go to task, bring online. Okay, now expand this, go and expand this table name. So during offline of the database, so no, you cannot execute, you cannot access any database objects for this offline database. That is, you cannot access the table name, procedure, stored procedure, and functions. You are unable to access for this offline database. You should make it bring to the online. Okay, in this way we can make our database offline and online. So flip to my sheet, my presentation sheet. So we already have discussed in the 7th point, that is how to make database offline if there is no use. And the next one is 8th one, that is difference between SSMS and SQL Server. So SSMS means that is SQL Server Management Studio, and SQL Server is a database server. So flip to my SQL Server Management Studio. So what you seeing here, that is a SQL Server Management Studio. That is a client tool, and using this client tool we can access the database server, that is SQL Server. So the database name and the schema, all these database objects, that is table, procedures, functions, triggers, all these things are stored in the database server, that is SQL Server. We can access these database objects and all the related information details using that is client tool, is called SQL Server Management Studio. So SSMS is nothing but a client tool, so we can access the database server, that is SQL Server, using client tool. So that's all about the difference between SSMS and SQL Server database server. So flip to my presentation for next one. So we already have discussed what is the difference between SQL Server Management Studio and SQL Server. So next one, that is 9th one, is how to find stored procedure using SSMS and query. Okay, now flip to my SQL Server here. So I'll show you using SSMS, that is using a design part, how we can get the stored procedure name using SSMS. So what we did is I'll see the presentation, how to find stored procedure using SSMS and query. Okay, now go to SSMS. So I just select the database, SatyaDB and programmability and go to stored procedure. Okay, now I just filter this procedure name, that is I want the procedure name with employee. So I just filter it, so click OK. So you can see here that is a employee name, the stored procedure with employee name is found, that is sp_employee details with age. So in this way we can find out the stored procedure for your requirements. And how to get this using query. So select star from sys.procedure where name like single quotation and put the percentile here. So I'll just check I want the procedure with employee name. So we need to execute this select statement. So we can check here the same database, same procedure what you have seen in the database in SatyaDB. The same thing it can be possible using query, that is sp_employee details with age. So this is the another way we can find the stored procedure name using query. Okay, now flip to my presentation. So we already have discussed how to find stored procedure name using SSMS and query. So next one and final one, that is how to find table name using SSMS and query. So flip to my SQL Server. So here if you right click and filter it, the table name I want the table name for with name person. So click OK. If you expand this, there is one table called TBL person, another table called TBL person identity. So this is the one way we can find the table names using SQL Server Management Studio. And another way we can find, that is select star from sys.tables where name like person, I want the table name with person name with person, so I want this table. So we need to execute this select statement. So you can check one table is table person, another table name is table person identity. So in this way we can find the table names using query. So this is all about how to find stored procedure and table name using SQL Server Management Studio and SQL query syntaxes. So flip to my presentation. So this is all about, we have discussed the most important, mostly asked questions and by the few MNCs and as well as every MNCs and startups and middle level companies. So we have discussed about this practical implementation. So let's discuss few theoretical part. So go to next. So here, what is SSMS and SQL Server? So SSMS is nothing but a client tool, it's not the server by itself. So SQL Server is a database server. So it will be located on dedicated machine and developer can connect to the server using SQL Server Management Studio client tool from their respective local or personal or development computers. So what is Windows authentication and SQL Server authentication? So for Windows authentication you don't have to enter username and password, and for SQL Server authentication you have to enter username and password to connect to the SQL Server using SQL Server command line tool as well as SQL Server Management Studio client tool. So we already have discussed this using practical implementation, and go to the next. So this is how to test connection using SQL Server command line tool. So one is SQL command -s desktop name and /express -e. So s value is specified to SQL Server name of the instance, and -e is to specify a trusted connection. So number 1 means that is connected and ready to receive the sentences to the execute. So second one is, first one is Windows authentication command line syntax, and second one is SQL Server authentication syntax using SQL Server command line tool. So if you SQL, that is second one is SQL cmd -s, so desktop server name slash SQL Express, u nothing but username hyphen pass p nothing but the password. So if you enable SQL Server authentication, you will need to specify username and a user password. So this is all about how to test connection using SQL Server command line tool, and we already have discussed earlier how to connect it using SQL Server command line tool and SQL Server Management Studio using authentication. There are two types, and one type authentication is Windows authentication, another type authentication is SQL Server authentication. So this is my YouTube channel, Coding Knowledge. Subscribe, share and like it, and get up to date knowledge on .NET Core, Angular, SQL Server, Azure Data Factory, and Power BI, reporting tool, SSRS, and some business intelligence tool. So in the last, that is summary part, we have discussed interview question and answer as below details. So first one is how to connect SQL Server using SQL Server command line. Second one is how to connect SQL Server using SQL Server Management Studio. Third one is if connection is lost, then how lost to SQL Server, then how to fix. So fourth one is how to choose database name using SQL query. Fifth one is how to generate script of specific table. Sixth one is what is fully qualified name in SQL script. Seventh one is how to make database offline if no use. Eighth one is difference between SSMS and SQL Server. Ninth one is how to find stored procedure using SSMS and a query. And 10th one is, and final one is, how to find table name using SSMS and query. So this is very most important and mostly asked interview questions and answers for SQL Server interview questions, and in the companies that is big MNCs like TCS, Infosys, Accenture, Capgemini, Cognizant, Wipro. So this is mostly questions you can face if even you are a fresher or intermediate or experienced level. Okay, that is all about, guys. Thank you for listening and have a great day. Thank you very much.